I told how I found my birth mom, but I never made a video about my birth dad, how I found him. That was all by luck. I had a friend who worked at a place called Bonanza that's like a buffet place. And that kid and me we became friends. And one day he said, I have a worker here that has the same last name as yours. And I said, that's pretty neat. But in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, there's lots of people that have their last name the same and they have no relation. They might have a relation way out there, a cousin of a cousin or through marriage or whatever. So anyway, you know, I decided to ask him if he would ask him what his dad's name was. My dad's name was Howard. Okay, so the kid forgot 3 times. Well, on the third time, he remembered. Each time I'd ask him, he goes like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm busy at work. I just didn't think of it." That happened, and the third time he got it right. He finally asked him, and he came back and said, "His dad's name is Howard." I said, "Wow, okay, that's pretty damn neat." I said, "Okay, find out what his middle name is," and I told him ahead of time what my dad's middle name was, and so again he forgot to ask him, and then finally he did come back and said Eugene. I said, "Oh my God, that guy is my brother." Now I have always wanted a brother. I have 2 sisters, so I actually got 3 sisters. Okay, because one was adopted before we were. Um, so I always wanted a brother really bad. Well, anyway, I was excited. But also, he had news to tell me, and that was that the kid said that his mom said there's no way that we're related, that her husband had never been with another man. So there's no way that there could be other kids. And me, I didn't really care. I was so excited that I found a brother, I just didn't care. But anyway, a couple days later, my friend said that he would take me over there, and they knew I was coming. And I also kept my birth certificate on me at all times back then. I was 18. I was 17, just turning 18. And so anyway, so we get on the motorcycle to go over there. But unfortunately, it started raining. And I can't remember if I had a helmet and he didn't, or he did and I didn't. But that rain coming down, it stung bad for both of us. I mean, I was going like, ow, ow, ow. He's sitting there. It was terrible. I'd never been on a motorcycle really that much in my life anyway, and to be in the rain, just imagine if it had been hailing. It would have been even worse. So anyway, we turned around and we went home. And I was disappointed. But, it's not his fault. It's the weather. So then a couple days later, no, actually, it's probably about a week later or whatever, I was busy doing things, so was he. So we didn't get to it. One day we're driving by the house. He goes, "That's the house I was going to take you to." I said, "Please, please turn around, take me to their house." And he goes, "They don't know you're coming." They knew I was coming the first time. I said, "Yeah, but come on, everything will be okay. Come on. I got to find out if that's my brother, if these people are my relatives." And so we went up to the house, and they were all there. I also forgot to mention, God, I was playing this whole thing out in my head, and I forgot to mention that his dad was dead. So it didn't make no difference. I wasn't going to find a live dad. I was going to find relatives, him being my brother. And how he died was in Chicago. The police came in. There was some kind of ruckus going on in a bar. The police came in. There was a shootout. Not between him. He was an innocent bystander, but he got shot by the police. And then the family sued the city or whatever, ended up getting some money, bought themselves a lot of things, but I guess the money was drying up. And that there was a good chance they were going to even lose their home. The house was nice. It was awesome looking. Oh, like a little mansion to me. So anyway, we go up to the door, and I knock, and they invite me in. There's 2 of them, so that means I would have had 2 brothers. They invited me in. And there was some other people there, but I don't know who they were. I don't know if they were sisters or whatever they were. I didn't go around asking because there was kind of tension, because when the mother walked in, You could see that she was not happy with the situation whatsoever. And I was told that I was supposed to bring my birth certificate, on the first time coming over. So I had it on me all the time anyway, until it eventually broke in little pieces. I folded it up and it broke on all the little squares, so I had to tape it back together. But anyway, so went in there, and and the birth certificate was fine at that time. It wasn't nothing wrong with it. It got folded, but that was it. Because she might not believe. She might say that's a fake birth certificate. Look at the way it's all taped up and stuff. Now that happened later. So anyway, I give the letter to the kid, and she said something about she needed eyeglasses, or her eyeglasses were broken or something, or she couldn't read it, so she had him read it. And so he said Howard, Eugene, and then my last name. Okay, and so the woman just started shaking her head, and she was like, I can't believe it. It's true. I don't understand that at all, and she was not happy. Me and him, we started hugging each other, we were all excited, and I hugged the other one, and, brother, you know what I mean? Anyway, she's just sitting there. I could see out of the corner of my eye, she was not happy at all. And, she was sitting there mumbling, about, like, he cheated on me. I don't understand it. How can this be? She just could not believe there was somebody else, because they were supposed to be the only ones. He never got married, nobody else, never had no kids with anybody else. So anyway, she then said, okay, say it again, and this time say it slow, is what she said. And so he goes, Howard, Eugene, and the last name. And she goes, oh, man, no, your dad's name is Harold. Howard is Harold's brother, and he's still alive, and he lives in Longview, Texas. And so then she gave me the telephone number of his mother and sisters, because they lived in Hutch. And we met at that Bonanza restaurant, and they brought me some pictures of my dad, and like two of them, told me about him, said he was coming down in 2 days to meet me. He was taking a plane, and he did. He came down. It was so awesome to meet him, and we hang out. We went to places. He bought me some boots. Because he's a cowboy. If you look at, no, wait a minute. He had long hair. It was really long. Okay, so long hair, cowboy hat, cowboy boots, a vest without the sleeves. You know what I mean? He bought me the same outfit, that he had, basically, although he already had it. He was a great guy. He did drink. He did chain smoke. Oh, my God. He chain smoked. Anyway, I only got to meet him 3 months out of my life. He died of walking pneumonia. He actually thought he just had the flu, went to go get a beer, and he went to the bathroom first, and he collapsed in the bathroom, and he died. So that's how my birth dad died. But the time that I spent with him, I ended up moving down to Longview, Texas, and stayed with him for 2 months. And it was fun. It was exciting. I mean, he actually was a liquor delivery guy. You go from store to store delivering the liquor, the booze, and he had a collection at his house. Plus, he had balloons. They had the Budweiser and stuff like that on it. These different kind of balloons. His apartment was really nice and clean, but it had all sorts of different kinds of liquor I'd never even heard of. And the cutouts that they have, he had some of those there. He did it really nice. But he was an alcoholic. He drank. He did not get drunk. He just liked drinking every day. Unlike my adopted dad, he drank and got drunk. He really didn't get drunk that much. But one time he did get drunk on alcohol. He usually just drinks beer. That's his thing, just beer. He likes collecting the liquor, but beer is what he drinks. And a relative of mine gave him some liquor, and he got really wasted. So anyway, that's it on my dad. I wish I could have got more time with him. Every day goes by, I think about him, and I miss him badly. I wish I got to know him more. He was really cool. I mean, he really was a cool man. He really was. All right, you guys have a good one. Take care, and spend as much time as you can with your family, because you don't know when it's going to end. God bless.